Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Gretchen, physical therapist and MS specialist at The Missing Link. Every month in The Missing Link, I host a live MS specific exercise class where I teach exercises to strengthen and stretch the muscles that we need in order to improve our day to day activities like walking, stair climbing, getting into and out of your bed, into and out of your car, you name it. And every now and then, I like to put one of those classes on YouTube for you guys to enjoy. I hope you like today's class. And if you are interested in joining us for these classes live, check the comment section below where I'll give you some links on exactly how to do that. We're going to be focusing on core strength today. And I've been focusing on core a lot lately because when all else fails, I like to go back to the core. The stronger our core is, the less low back pain, which is great because we all have low back pain from time to time. But not only less low back pain, walking and movement in general can be a whole lot easier. Posture is better. So we have 5 exercises that we're going to do. And we're going to start off with cardio to prime our brain for neuroplasticity so that we're even more likely to find and strengthen those neural pathways. So go ahead and sit up tall in your chair. That can either be in the middle or edge of your chair or supported. So you can be sitting all the way at the back as long as you have a flat back. Try not to round. So your best posture, hands in very light fists. Just really close your hands and start with our arm swings. The way to get any exercise to be a cardio movement is to either increase the speed, so go a little faster than what you would normally go, or more power, so really punch up towards the ceiling, or more motion, so really big movements. So we're just doing arm swings right now, but you can make any movement a cardio exercise by choosing one of those 3 options. So I usually choose a different one for each exercise. For this one, I like to go a little faster. For our next one, I like to add power. For a different one, I like to add motion, so there's no right or wrong. Keep going. Sit up tall, keep breathing. And I'm going to count us down from 3, 2, 1, and we're going to end with 5 faster seconds, so as fast as you can go. In 3, 2, 1, and go fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow it down. Shake your hands out, shake your arms, your elbows. And we're going to go right into our next one, which is forward punches. So again, hands in very light fists and punch forward. As always, if any of the exercises bother your shoulders, you can do less movement. So maybe punching down towards your knees. Make sure you're still sitting up tall, still breathing. Keep your core muscles nice and tight if possible. Keep going. Awesome. We're still going to end with our 5 faster seconds. This is one where I like to add power. The more power I add, the more I feel powerful, but also it increases my heart rate. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow it down. Then stop. My arms always feel like jello after those fast moments. Shake everything out, hands, fingers. Our last one is going to be upper body jumping jacks. So lower body stays as is. We're going to come up and down, up and down. Again, if this bothers your shoulders, just come up wherever you can without any discomfort. At the end, we're going to do 5 faster seconds, but it usually looks more like this. So it's less motion just so we can go faster. So when you're ready, go ahead and up, down. So the upper body jumping jacks. Think about what your arms do when you're doing jumping jacks. This one kills my shoulders after a while. Keep going. And just as a reminder regarding cardio, there's not a whole lot of research yet on the specific parameters. So we know that doing cardio first will prime your brain for neuroplasticity, but we don't have any guidelines yet according to research as to how intense the cardio needs to be or how long you need to do it. So all I care about until more research comes out is to increase your heart rate, whatever that means. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go fast for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I don't know if that's hardest for me because we did it at the end or if it's because it's a lot of motion, but that's a tough one. All right, shake everything out. Take a sip of water if you got it nearby. And when you're ready, we'll get started with our core. So our core, as a reminder, is the front, side, and back of our body, of our torso, and our hips. Our glutes are a big part of our core. So we have some exercises for all of those. The first one we're going to do is bracing. Now, bracing is kind of a challenging exercise to demonstrate because it's such a small movement, so you might not see a whole lot. I'm going to exaggerate it at first. So we're all going to sit at the back of our chair, up in good posture. Now, because of the natural curvature of our spine, if you are purposely sitting with good posture, the low arch of your back likely is not touching the chair. So what you're going to do, I'm going to put my arms up here just so you can see a little bit clearer. So I want you to be looking right here, my low back. So what we're going to do is flatten our low back into the chair. So now every spinal segment should be touching, and relax, and flatten, and relax. So if I really exaggerate, you can see that space behind me, and we're going to flatten. You'll know you're doing this correctly if you feel, so my belly button is right here. You'll know you're doing this correctly if you feel it down about an inch or two below your belly button and horizontally. So it's not your abs up here, it should be your low belly button. All right, so we're gonna do 10 and we're gonna hold for 3 seconds each time. Hands can be relaxed wherever you want them to be. All right, so when you're ready, flatten your back and hold. 3, 2, 1, relax slowly. And again, flatten and hold. 3, 2, 1, relax. Flatten, hold. Remember, you're trying to imagine your lower belly button area tightening. Relax. Flatten, hold. 2, 3, relax. Flatten and hold. Relax. 5 more. Flatten, hold it here. Relax. Flatten. Another way you can think about doing this is using your abdominal muscles to pull your belly button towards your spine. Relax. That's not my favorite way to think of it because I tend to suck in using my air versus my muscles, but for some people it's easier for them to do it that way. 2 more. Flatten your back or bring your belly button towards your spine. Relax. And 1 more, we'll hold a little bit longer. Flatten and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. That exercise is a game changer if you're having low back pain or just a weak core in general. That one is like a magic exercise where if you can learn to brace, I call that bracing. If you can learn to brace in any situation, it can immediately increase your balance and stability and reduce low back pain. So for today, we're just doing this up against the back of our chair. But you can progress that so that eventually you're doing it in the middle of a chair. You can do it standing against a wall, standing in the middle of a floor, and then standing while picking something up from the floor while you're also bracing. So there's a lot of progressions, but this is where it all starts. Okay, scoot forward. Next one, you're at the edge of your chair. Feet are firmly planted and a little bit wider than normal. So you should feel very sturdy in this position. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna twist. So your hands can be wherever you want them to be. I find it easier if I cross my arms. We're gonna twist as far as we can over to one side, like you're wringing your torso out. Twist, 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 and then slowly release and go the other way. So we're gonna do that 5 times each side. Really push yourself to use your abdomen to try to get your shoulders to face the back, which is not possible. But really try to get as far as you can go. That's when you'll feel those obliques kicking in. So when you're ready, go ahead and turn in one direction. Turn as far as you can go. Little hold and slowly release and go all around the other way. And twist as far as you can go. And relax. All the way to the other side. And twist, hold, twist, and relax. Go the other way. And twist, really push as far as you can, and relax. Now you might also feel this in your thighs. They're probably pushing against the floor to help you. Push, twist, and relax. Keep going the other way, and twist, go, and relax. 2 more each side. Twist, really bring that out as far as you can go. Relax. Other way. Twist. And relax. 1 more each side. And what I want you to think about is making sure your shoulders are like headlights facing forward. Try to get your headlights turning so that you're not just turning your neck, but you're trying to get your shoulders turned. Good. And release. Nice job. And the other way, last one. Twist, hold, twist, and release. And then relax. Let everything slouch, let your belly hang out, all that good stuff. Shake it out. Our next exercise is for our back. So we've done an exercise for our bracing, our front, our obliques. Now we're moving to our back. So I'm going to choose for us to do the around the world exercise. So you're in a similar position at the edge of your chair. Feet are nice and wide and stable. Hands are going to be stacked on top of one another. And we're going to go around the world 5 times each side. So it looks like this. Really reach as far as you can, as if someone's pulling your hands further away from you, all the way around, and then back in. So that's 1. We're going to do that 5 times, and then 5 in the other direction. So that was a bonus one. When you're ready, go ahead and reach. Go all the way around, slow and steady, and keep your back flat. Try your best not to round. Reach. The flatter you keep your back, the more this is a back strengthening exercise. Good. Reach and slow. All the way. It takes a long time to get around the world. Good. 2 more. Reach all the way around and back. 1 more this way. Reach. Keep going and back. Shake your arms out if they need a break. 5 the other way. Reach in the opposite direction. Really pull and then all the way around. And back. And reach. If it's bothering your neck at all, lower your shoulders away from your ears. And reach. We can all be going at a little bit different pace as long as you're going slow and steady. So if you're with me, I've got 2 more. Reach all the way around. Keep breathing. 1 more. Reach all the way around. And back up. And relax. Shake your arms out. Relax your back. Relax your belly. It's really important to relax between each exercise. We don't want our muscles just tense and tight for this entire class. We want it to fluctuate between tight and relaxed. Our next one is going to be our clamshell. So I mentioned that our hips were a big part of our core. So we're going to do a hip strengthening exercise. I'm going to face you for this one. So you're, again, sitting at the edge of your chair if possible, feet touching. And when you're ready, you're going to open your knees as wide as you can without your ankles rolling or moving away from each other. And then as soon as you're as far as you can go, squeeze your butt. And then relax and close. We're going to do that 10 times. The focus on your glutes is very important. So when you're ready, open as wide as you can go, and then squeeze, hold, relax, and close. Open and squeeze, relax, and close. Open squeeze, relax and close, open and squeeze. Now sometimes you might have what we call gluteal amnesia, meaning you don't feel your glutes working. You're doing the motion, which is good, but you don't feel them working. That's fine, still do the exercise. Over time, your glutes will get stronger and stronger, and those neural pathways will understand that they're supposed to be firing, and you'll feel it. Close, we've got 5 more. Open as wide as you can, squeeze your butt, relax and close. When you're opening as wide as you can, like truly trying to push open without your feet coming apart, your glutes will naturally fire. I just like to say squeeze in case you weren't already squeezing. So open as far as you can, squeeze, hold, relax and close. 2 more. Slowly open and squeeze, relax and close. 1 more, we're holding longer. Open and squeeze, hold. 5, squeeze as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax and close. Nice. Shake your legs out. We've got one final exercise before we repeat the circuit, and it's going to be our penguin, so for our sides. So we've done our fronts, our oblique, our back, our glutes, and now this side, so every part of our core. So scoot back so you're in the middle part of your chair. Feet are still flat on the ground. And our penguin, we're going to put our penguin arms, what are those called? I feel like there's a different name for them. I'll think about it. All right, fingertips are facing the floor, and you're going to slowly tip. So this is not the same as weight shifting. You want to keep your weight even through both hips. Tip as far as you can go, which might be more than me or less than me. Slowly up, then the other way. Slowly tip. Fins? It's not a fin, that's more of a fish. And up, and tip. Slow and steady. Up, tip. So really slow and steady. So when you're going this slow, what you should feel happening is when you're going this way, you feel a stretch on this side, but then when you come up, you feel those same muscles that were just stretching, tightening to pull you up. So this is a stretching and strengthening exercise. Up, 3 more each side. Tip, up, tip, slow and steady. Remember, you have even weight through both of your hip bones. Tip, up, tip. Now, don't feel like the further you go is better. It's really dependent on how long your torso is, what flexibility you have. But it's not necessarily that if you're touching the ground that you're doing better than someone who's not touching the ground. Tip is our last one. And up. And relax. Shake everything out. And when you're ready, grab a sip of water if you have it nearby. I'm actually going to do that. Hands up here. Shake everything out. Use this opportunity to relax everything before we go right back into strengthening it all. So our first one was that bracing exercise. Now, if you do know of bracing, if you have been in my Total Core program and you know the progression, you can feel free to do it in a different position, maybe here or standing. But I'm going to do the same version that we did the first time. So you're sitting all the way back with your best tall posture, and we're flattening the low back. Again, it works best for me if I think of flattening that low part of my back towards the surface, but I have some physical therapy colleagues who they think of it as using their ab muscles to pull their belly button back towards their spine and then up towards their nose. So whatever works for you to feel it down here. That's key. If you're feeling it up here, you're just using the abdominal muscles that are already strong, which are the outer muscles, the 6-pack muscles. This abdominal muscle that we're tightening and strengthening is the deepest one. So if you take your 6-pack abs away, your obliques away, the last layer that's there is this one that we're trying to strengthen. So Let's get to it. So get into the tall position, touching the back of your chair. And when you're ready, flatten your back. Hold, hold, hold. And release. And flatten, hold. Try your best not to be putting any pressure through your feet. Relax. And flatten. I've had clients in the past say that they feel this in their thighs. Relax. It's because they're pushing with their legs. Flatten, hold, relax. This is 5. Flatten and hold, and relax. Halfway, flatten, hold. Hopefully you're feeling it down here. Relax. If you're not sure if you're feeling it correctly or not, flatten. You can actually use 1 or 2 fingers and poke in that area. Relax. When you're relaxed, it should feel squishy. When you're tightening, so flatten, it should feel slightly taut underneath. And relax. Flatten and hold. Relax. Flatten and hold. Relax. One final one, we're going to hold longer. Flatten and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let everything slouch, shake everything out. Our next one is our rotation, so go ahead and scoot towards the edge of the chair. I'll face you guys this time, actually. Okay, there we go. So you can do whatever you want with your arms. I like to have mine crossed. And again, I want you to picture your shoulders like headlights of a car, and you're trying to get your headlights to turn as far as you can instead of just your neck turning. You guys were not doing that, but sometimes people do, so I just like to say that. Okay, so when you're ready, arms can be here, whatever you're going to do with your arms. And when you're ready, turn in one direction and really twist as far as you can go. Twist far, far, far. Keep going. Hold. And then slowly relax, unwind, and keep going the other direction. And twist. Hold, hold, hold. Relax and come back to the center. 4 more each side, 5 each side total. Twist. Twist, twist, twist. And relax and turn. And keep going. So it's all one slow squeeze, continuous movement. Relax and twist. You go and twist. You're keeping a flat, straight back. Relax. Keep going and twist. Hold, hold, hold. Relax. 2 more each side. Keep breathing. Twist and hold. Really wring out your torso. Relax. And twist. Hold, hold, hold. Twist, twist, twist. Relax. 1 more each side. Twist as far as you can. And relax. Last one. Twist. And relax. And then really relax. Let everything hang loose. Shake anything out if you need. Next one is our around the world. So we're going to be tightening and strengthening our back muscles. So feet stay put. If you wanted to make it more challenging, the closer your feet are, the more challenging it's going to be for your balance and your core. The wider your feet are, the easier because you're more stable. So if you want more of a challenge, you can just scoot your feet in a little bit closer, but totally up to you. Hands are stacked. You can go in either direction. We're going to do 5 one way, then 5 the other way. Remember, keep breathing and keep a tall, if you want to be your tallest self, with a flat back the whole time. We're just hinging from our hips, but our back stays flat. All right, hands stacked. Go ahead and reach and all the way around. Slow and steady. And come back to the center. Reach. Slow movements. And so we can all go at different paces as long as you're going slow and steady. And you should feel this in your back, not in an uncomfortable way, but like the muscles are working. You may also feel this in your glutes or your hamstrings, like the back side of your legs. because you're probably pushing down through the floor, and that's okay. It helps you stay stable. Good. And back. That was 5, if my counting is correct. Let's go the other way. Hands are still stacked. Reach and come the other direction, slow and steady. Now sometimes one way is harder than the other. If that's the case, just don't reach as far, but still do the exercise. And back. 3 more. Reach all the way around. Keep your back flat as possible. Your shoulders will round slightly because we are reaching, but I don't want your body rounding. And up. 2 more. Reach. And up. 1 more. Reach all the way around. And up. And relax again. I hope you guys feel your muscles working as much as I do. These are small movements, but it oftentimes requires small movements to get those small muscles working more and not overworking our bigger muscles that are already strong. So hopefully you're feeling these as much as I am. Next up is our clamshell. So we're gonna scoot back. You're about the middle of your chair. Feet are touching, and you're going to open your knees as wide as you possibly can before your feet roll out. Squeeze your glutes, then relax and close, and we'll do this 10 times. So, best posture, open your knees as wide as you can. Once you're there, squeeze, hold, relax and close. Open, and squeeze your glutes, squeeze, 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 relax and close. Open, squeeze, relax and close. Open, squeeze, relax and close. Open, squeeze. I often have to look down at the floor for this one because it requires a lot of concentration. If I'm annoying you and you can't concentrate because I'm talking the whole time, tune me out. Relax and close. 4 more. Open as wide as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You should mostly be feeling this in your glutes. Relax and close. Open and squeeze. Relax and close. Open, squeeze. Sometimes I even make fists and I squeeze with my arms because that helps me make tension down there too. Relax and close. You've got 1 more. We're going to hold longer. Open and squeeze and hold for 5. 4. Squeeze as hard as you can. 3. Keep going. 2. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1. And then slowly relax and release. Nice job. Shake everything out. Wiggle your legs if you can. Our final one is our penguin, the side muscles. When you're ready, if you did scoot forward during that one, scoot back, make sure you're in the middle of your chair. And similar to what I mentioned before, the closer your feet are, the harder this will be for your core. The wider, the easier. So you can pick whatever position you want. I'm going to go about hip distance for me. Elbows are straight, fingertips are facing the ground, up nice and tall. If you can, I didn't mention this last time, but tighten your core, almost like you're bracing. So tighten those belly muscles, they're nice and taut. And when you're ready, tip as far as you can in one direction, and then slowly up. 5 each side, we did 6 last time, 6 each side. Tip, and slowly up. Slowly tip. This one, if you don't do this one often, I don't know about you guys, but I'll give you a warning. I feel really sore after this one when I don't do it for a while. So like later today or tomorrow, I will feel my sides working. They'll feel sore. So if you feel that, that's a good sign that you're doing this exercise correctly, especially combined with the rotation one that we did. Slow and steady, up. We're halfway, 3 more each side. Up. And tip. And up. This should feel very different from our around the world one that we did. Because with that one, we were shifting our body weight. We were not keeping equal weight through our hips the whole time. One final one each side. Tip, up. Last one, tip, and up. And relax. Good job. That was 2 rounds of some of my favorite core exercises. And again, it's important for any muscle group, but in this case our core, to really make it about the tiny movements so that we can strengthen those weaker muscles. If you always go to big exercises that use multiple muscle groups, you're just going to be strengthening the muscle groups that are already strong. And that's great, but we also want to strengthen the weaker ones. The weaker ones are why you have a specific symptom or issue or weakness. So shake everything out. We're going to do a twist again, but this time for stretching. So I want you to place one hand here, one hand on the back. Try to relax your core as you twist with your arms. And this hopefully will feel like a good stretch for your low back, your torso. And then when you're ready, unwind. Keep going all the way over to the other side. Grab appropriately so the one hand's on the outer thigh, the other hand's on the back of the chair, and use your arms to twist. And come back to the center. We're just going to do a few cat-cows. So move your feet a little bit further away from you if you need to feel stable. And we're going to go into, I can always get this mixed up. I think it's the cat, right? That's rounded part. So we're going to really round as much as you can. Have your head fall down. Think about your worst posture. Stay here. And now come up into your arched cow. You can look up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, just keep your head straight. We'll do 2 more of those. So really round your worst posture, hold. And up. And try to arch. You're really using your arms here. Try to get your belly and torso muscles to relax. And round. Fully relax that belly. And up, last one here. And relax, coming back to neutral. If you want to do any other stretches, use this time to do so. One that might feel good is a neck stretch, especially because we were doing some twisting where we were turning our necks as well. Neck stretches are always great. We always store tension there. So if that feels good to you, you can do that. Some arm stretches, whatever feels good to you. I just want to end with one final tip of the day, which I already mentioned a little bit earlier, which was tightening our core. So I first learned that very first exercise we did, that bracing exercise, when I was at I guess you could call it a physical therapy conference, but it was more about teaching specific ways to activate the core muscles. So we were learning about bracing, and then we progressed to a point where we were walking and bracing, or walking and bending down, doing a bunch of different activities. And at one point, I must have been doing it incorrectly. I must have not been bracing, because our teacher I had said like, oh, this kind of hurts my back. And he said, brace. And I did. And immediately that pain went away. Another trick too, because sometimes that didn't always work. So when I said, okay, I'm bracing, but it doesn't feel the same this time, the second tip he said was, okay, squeeze your glutes. So, and then I did. And again, immediately it felt like, oh, okay, yeah, this doesn't hurt anymore. So if you are ever in a situation, maybe you're even in bed or sitting on your couch or walking around, stair climbing, whatever it is, if you're ever feeling discomfort or unbalanced, first, brace. Tighten those lower abdominal muscles. If that doesn't help as much as you were hoping, second, squeeze your glutes. So those 2 things are, as you know from today's class, they're a very important part of our core, but they often do not fire unless we actively think about it and we tell those muscles to fire. So I hope that helps. I know personally it's been very helpful, especially with like bending down and getting laundry or any type of chores like that. So I hope you find it helpful. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you for finishing class today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you felt the right muscles working. If you're curious what other MS specific exercises you could be doing to help you reach your goals, consider checking out my online MS wellness program, The Missing Link. In this program, I share all of my favorite MS specific exercises in the form of demonstration and explanation, but also with exercise calendars that tell you exactly what exercises to do each day to help you reach your goals and reduce your symptoms. Plus, you'll also be able to join me live for classes just like this one every single month, as well as more classes with other expert teachers. And we bring in MS experts like neurologists and nutritionists into the missing link so you can ask them your questions. And of course, we have accountability as well. Check out the links in the description section so you can learn more about the missing link to see if it would be a good fit for you or not. And if you're only interested in the live exercise classes, check out the description section. I will put a link there where you can join any of our live group Zoom exercise classes. Thanks again for joining class today. Have a great day.